All right, everybody. It is the commish with a week update 2. Didn't make my last update last week, so I'm going to start doing this every week, for Dave Adams, who hates these, but it's awesome. It's all for you, Dave. So let's go through last week's recap of last week's games. So my team took a beating hardcore from the returning champ from last year's fantasy league, Champ Revisa, beating my team 109-62. A Wally whopping for that. Next, you had Team Hunt getting a win at the ever powerful Tree Blazers, Dave Adams' team, 85-62. Then we had Cole Worse picking up loss actually to Team JL, Team LaShawn, 131-89. JL's team put up the most points of last week. Then we had Team Jackson playing Team Harris last week, and Team Jackson got the win with a 106-95 win. And lastly, we had Team Girthwald, Team Nick Adams, with a 80-67 win. So those were the recap of last week's games. Now this week, we have another lineup, a good lineup against each other. Let's first start with Team Harris 0-1 against Team Adams 0-1. And there's a preview of that game is favorably for Team Adams with a projected total that of a higher projected total than Team Harris. I'm picking that game actually for Team Adams, so sticking by the book there. Next, we got Team Hunt at Camp Lejeune Squids, and Camp Lejeune Squids getting the projected team win, and I'm going to have to go with Camp Lejeune Squids with Matt Ryan, Randy Moss, Marquise Colston, Bears D, and Dave Akers. They look like maybe to score the highest total this week out of all the teams. Camp Lejeune Squids right there with the win. Next, we got Champ Revisa who's 1-0, going against Team Girthwald, who's also 1-0, with a projected win for Team Revisa. I'm going to have to go with Team Revisa, who's looks pretty much unstoppable with Adrian Peterson in there, along with Tony Romo, even though the Giants defense seemed going to stick it hard to Romo in their new opening game in their new Dallas Cowboys stadium. Next, we have Team JL, Team LaShawn going against Team Jackson, 1-0 against 1-0 once again. And it's tied for a push in the projected total between these two teams. And I'm going to have to give it to Team LaShawn, who's got Drew Brees and Jonathan Stewart still going to get goal line carries, along with players such as Vincent Jackson, Greg Jennings, and Tony Gonzalez and the Steelers D. So looking for Team JL to win that one. And lastly, you have yours truly, Team Cote Fellas, the commish, 0-1 against the Tree Blazers, David Adams, 0-1. They have a projected win for Team Tree Blazers, and I'm not going to always predict my games, but I'm going to have to say Tree Blazers does look favorable for this week, as Percy Harvin is getting the start now for Team Tree Blazers. So that's it for my projections and for this update from the commish. Make your moves. Game starts on Sunday this week. No early games as opposed to last week. And look for that Sunday night Giants at Dallas game, which I'm predicting the Giants to improve their record to 2-0 against the Gay Boys, the Cowboys. From the commish, Mike Cote, I am out. Big ups, make your moves. Peace.